Like it just feels like you know, a grenade going off.
Absolutely, and already know TESCO rocking the Kronk Gym colors with the yellow and the white, and then we've got Connor rocking the black and white. This should be an exciting fight. I'm ready, Solly. How about you?
I like it. Always got to respect the black Air Force outfit, but there it is. TESCO giving him the Kronk bonk.
The Kronk.
That TESCO.
The names. A short hook there. 2 short hooks. Put your boy Connor down. And one thing you got to be careful with TESCO, he's got precision, power, and that knockout fist. He doesn't play around, guys. He does not play around.
No, and this is, I think, one of the great examples, right? I think, you know, more than anything else shows sort of the level of, like, ringside fighters. And not just to, you know, toot ringside's horn, but any, like, regular league. You know, the fighters who train against each other regularly, you know, you get kind of a better, you know, knowledge and fight experience when you fight with someone like that, as opposed to just, you know, finding randos who, you know, sometimes it's a good match, but sometimes you're dealing with some weird lag. You're dealing with some guy who's doing some cheesy strategy, right? You're not really getting better.
Ooh.
Here, though, not the case.
Absolutely. Lucky guy. Got you with the link, brother. I'm going to drop that here. Like TESCO dropped this man Connor in the first couple of seconds in the round. One thing Connor's doing that's very dangerous, right? Lucky guy with the roses and the Reptar. I appreciate you, my boy. You got to be careful if you're Connor dropping those hands in this game, just like you see there right now. He's taking way too much damage. You take twice as much damage if both of your hands are extended in any direction. You got to keep your hands up at all times and protect yourselves at all times. You know what I'm saying, Sally?
Yeah, and to pair with that, like you were saying, right, his hands are just a little bit low even when he does keep him for the guard. And I think he's hoping to get, you know, that reflex and reaction time.
Yeah.
But he's not doing enough head movement. He's not doing enough footwork. And TESCO's got fast fucking hands, dude.
Yeah. And the hit registration has been doing wonders. TESCO has been one of the boxers here on the server who's been really impressed by the new hit registration. And guys, for you guys that don't know, they basically gave you a little bit of, what I want to say, how do I want to say this? A little bit of aim assist if your lag is really high, right? So it makes your punches connect a bit better. No more hitting through ghost opponents. You feel the hits, and if you can be more confident in your hits, that's going to change your game dynamics immensely.
Absolutely. But actually, I will give
good
Connor some
uppercut
credit,
by
right?
Connor.
Maybe yeah, he's starting to figure it out, right? Like it's the trial by fire. You jump in the deep end, you're either going to drown or you can flail around and you might start swimming. But looks like he's having a little bit of controller issues.
That controller's flailing around for sure, bro. He's got to be careful. That thing is all over the place. A little bit of a mind of its own. He's getting mad at the controller. But, you know, TESCO's a stand-up guy. He's not going to take too much of an advantage, even though he totally could have. Connor still having some troubles with the gloves. Some glove troubles there. You got to work those things out. You know what I'm saying?
My guess is that's battery, right? When you see the hand freeze like that, that's usually a sign that the battery died in the controller or maybe something's wrong with the tracking.
Yeah. LLA in the chat already cheering on. Let's go, TESCO. The crowd is definitely behind him. General MMA says a good way to end that round, but got dominated for the majority. I do agree. Connor did pick it up in that last round. We saw a beautiful right uppercut coming in, well-timed. Uppercuts are very hard to land in this game. You know, so I think Connor is down but not out. First round obviously going to TESCO, right? But hey, lucky guy, appreciate you joining. If you want to hop into the Showtime stage, the party is happening in there.
Yeah. And honestly, right, this is where I think you got to give Connor the credit in that first round is, you know, he got knocked down, but then he stopped the bleeding. Oh, no, and right there in round 2, it starts again.
Talking about stopping the bleeding, looking at the replay.
I was just going to say, he didn't suffer any other knockdowns, so he kept the score a little bit close, but another knockdown at the start of round 2 is going to start putting this out of reach unless he can start finding his own hits.
Emmanuel saying to change the wide of the banner because it's the same the TikTok's letters. Hey, that is actually good feedback. Thank you, man. I was wondering if people on TikTok were going to be able to see things there. I'm going to take a look at that after the stream, be able to make some graphic adjustments, but I do appreciate that feedback. Back into the action, though. We are in a firefight. Connor does not want to go down like this. He's trying to bring the action to TESCO.
Yeah, and he's just making that same mistake that you pointed out. He got to keep his hands higher and in a better guard. And this is a tricky thing, right? Because, like, if you have them there and you're not comfortable punching from that position, you're going to have a really hard time with offense, which he really needs at this point, right? He's already down 2 knockdowns. He's got to get something on the scorecard.
Lucky guy with the roses, the GGs, and some more roses, throwing some love. Chad is making a lot of noise for your boy TESCO, the fan favorite right now, as he puts the punches down on your boy Connor. TESCO saying, are you not entertained, folks? Are you not entertained?
TESCO.
2-tap TESCO. 2-tap TESCO.
2-tap TESCO.
Oh, my goodness. And the new replays, I'm really loving it. We got the slow down action so you can see every punch landed. Cam Day, LLA saying, let's go. They're saying your boy is dodging too much. Hey, you guys have a point. You know what I'm saying? When you're dodging so much that you confuse yourself, where you're not like TESCO. TESCO right now is in the Matrix, guys. This man is serving up weaves and bundles. Weave. Dun, 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 dun. That's all I'm seeing from TESCO right now. Having fun. Holy weave, that is right. Glory to glue.
Yeah, and you can tell the difference between when you're dodging just for the sake of dodging and when you're dodging because you can actually read your opponent's punches. It's such a different movement, right? Like the dodge for the sake of it just looks like moving around, like you're kind of flailing back and forth, whereas, like, as you said, TESCO looks like he's in the Matrix when he's dodging these by inches.
Man, I mean, just out here, he ate that uppercut right there. TESCO's got to be careful, but not too much. TESCO, ooh, eats another right and another one. TESCO is telling this guy he's got to come a little stronger. He eats all those all day. Mink doubles, you know what I'm saying? He loves those. And down goes Connor.
That was tough.
That was super tough. Super tough. That is it.
2-tap TESCO, 2-tough TESCO, 2-TKO TESCO. Man, this is just the night of T nicknames for this man.
Man, TESCO is goated at this point. TESCO is goated at this point. Chat is going absolutely crazy right now. They've been rooting for TESCO this whole fight. Let's see if we can see. Yep, he's checking the cards. Thank you, guys, so that way we can get a look at it. Let's take a look at this score, Solly. Looking at the details. Winner by TKO out of the blue corner. 2-tap TESCO. This man is too hot to handle right now. 10-8 and 10-6 for 20-14. One knockdown just to get warmed up, you know what I mean? And that devastating last knockdown for the third one, he invited him to come in and he's like, yo, hit me harder, son. Hit me harder. Looking at the damage, you see why TESCO is taunting this man. 2,087 to 707. 2004 to 1178. And I gotta let you guys know, chat, these aren't usually how we set these up. Good kudos to Connor for stepping in to Unknown and Deep Waters tonight, subbing in for, who was the guy who didn't show up?
I was supposed to be. He showed up. It was Hawaiian Hammer, but he was having Wi-Fi issues.
Wi-Fi issues.
We're not gonna have a bad fight.
Look, hey, sometimes you got to know when to fold them. You got to know when to hold them. You know what I'm saying? General MMA 317 saying it was the hands down that did him in. I will agree with you. They have severely, heavily punished players for keeping their hands extended in any two directions. Not only if one hand is extended, you're considered, if you get hit and your hand's extended, that's a counter hit. If you get both your hands extended, somebody can knock you down in one punch if they have the power to do so. You know what I'm saying? So, workbook saying Wi-Fi issues. Look, some people got cricket wireless internet, man. You just got to know where your weaknesses are. It's better that we have seen a fight like that we get a good, clean fight, even if it was a little bit one-sided. It was entertaining. It was exciting, right? Cam Day, this is just exhibitions. We are going to be having our full-on two-league tournament being announced pretty soon. We're going to put the standalone players with the standalone players and the room scale players with the room scale players. We're just having the tournament committee right now really go over the rules and really iron out some best behaviors. You know what I'm saying? Trey asking if I can fight. Absolutely, Trey, but not tonight, my boy. So what you can do is click that link that I just dropped, join the Discord, and then you can sign up for next week's fight every Sunday, 5 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. You know what I'm saying? So looking at the chat, you know what I'm saying? Oh man, a lot of people, you know what I'm saying, in the chat rooting for your boy Tesco. Tesco did a great job, and I cannot wait to talk to the homies. First up, I want to talk to Connor J. Where you at, bro?
Yeah, I'm here.
Connor J, welcome to Ringside VR. First off, I want to say congratulations and thank you for stepping up and taking this fight on short notice, man. First time fighting in Ringside VR. What a welcome. It's like you got jumped into a gang, man. How you feeling?
I'm feeling good.
Nice,
feeling good.
Nice, man.
You know, VR boxing is different to, you know, normal boxing. You get what I mean?
Yes, 100%.
Like with VR boxing, yeah, I think because of my room as well. You saw at the end of the first round where my controller was disconnected.
Yes.
Yeah, I full pelt my laptop.
Oh, that's what happened. Okay.
Yeah, I actually full pelted my laptop.
Well, look,
You know, my controller was disconnected.
I got a question for you. So, first up, how much boxing IRL experience do you have?
Well, I've had one unlicensed fight, and now I'm going amateur.
Nice. So, as a boxer, right? Because it's a very different environment, right? A lot of people have the misconception that if you just know IRL boxing, you can do well in this game, but it's a game, right? There's a lot of these little unwritten rules and little mechanics, and you know, it's not quite. So from what is the biggest difference that you feel coming from IRL boxing into the VR boxing space?
Yeah, I think it's where you play. It's the environment you play in. You know, first of all, you ain't getting no help.
Yep.
But you know, from your corner and stuff. But it's the thing that with VR boxing, you know, you're not gonna get reactions in VR.
Yeah.
Well, in IRL boxing, even if you don't throw, you're gonna get a reaction.
Yeah. The pain factor is there, right? You can really do a lot of feints because people are no matter who it is, once they get hit, they know how much power you have, and you can use that as a weapon.
Yeah, but I also think the power difference in VR is a bit different to real life. You get what I mean?
Oh, 100%. Look, man, you took on the challenge, bro. You did a great job. I hope that you stick with this game as kind of like an analog or a fun activity to do outside of the gym. I would welcome you to honestly join TESCO's gym. TESCO is a part of one of the gyms that we have here. And they go through a lot of techniques, train with people, and kind of help you figure out where to realign your IRL boxing IQ and start funneling that in through the game, you know? And so just like in real life, it's best with training partners and best with people that can give you feedback. We post all of these videos online so you can get at least to go back and look at your tapes, you know what I'm saying? So hope you stay with us for a little bit, man. Glad to have you in the Discord.
Thank you.
All right, TESCO, where you at, bro? Two-tap TESCO. You know what I'm saying? Too tough TESCO. Two-tap TESCO. Look, everybody's getting blessed with nicknames tonight, man. Always a pleasure, might I add, to see you fight, bro. For everybody who doesn't know, TESCO is one of our most active users here, helping on the back end, helping it with the bots, helping with signups, you know. So the man is active. He even commentates. He's active in the gym. TESCO, first of all, you gotta let your homie know about the gym. You gotta represent the gym. I'm gonna leave that up to you.
Kronk Gym is the best gym. Simple as that.
Kronk Gym is the best gym. Simple as that. Look, you don't get no better than that, you know. So TESCO, this time around, we've seen a different TESCO. This TESCO was much more confident. This TESCO was like having fun. We've already talked last week about how well the hit registration did so well for you. I got to talk about one of the last KOs, right? It seemed like an easy night for you, so you let me know. But the last KO, you sat there and just ate punch after punch after punch to the face, and we're just like, come on, come at me. And then you just, how do you do that? How in the world, did you have a gauge of the damage? Were you just feeling like you weren't taking enough damage you could risk that, or just what was going on through your mind?
Well, I didn't, like, he was landing good shots.
Yeah.
But it wasn't doing anything to, like, my screen, where it's saying, oh, you hurt, and it's going great.
Yeah.
But it was just completely normal, so I was like, okay, I'm gonna just, like, I'm gonna just show off, because my last 2 fights, I wanted to make a fight last a bit longer than my last two.
Right.
But I wanted to just, like, get loose, do something I don't really do. Because I'm not like a what do you call it? Like a joke around, I mess around in the ring. I like to just get in and fight.
Like a showboater.
Yeah.
Yeah. So I thought, yeah, I'll give it a go. And I mean, yeah, it worked out well in my favor. Yeah, I mean, I was eating those shots for breakfast, and I'm surprised none of them did anything.
Look, man, you showed up, you showed out, and look, this era of the flashy TESCO, the showboat TESCO, two-tap TESCO, that's your alter ego when you start showboating. I'm here for it. I'm here to see more of it, man. Well, like I said, everybody who's interested in joining Gym, you just got another shining example. Kronk, Gym's finest, TESCO, showing up and showing out for the homies. Appreciate you as always, TESCO. Congratulations on the dub. Are you going to be commentating with us tonight?
Yeah, later on. Yeah, I need to have a shower.
Okay, all right. Look, let me know when you want to hop back in. We have.
I'm just gonna say thanks, Connor, for getting in the ring. There's barely any EU in this season. I really want to get more in. It doesn't help that. I know, it doesn't help that I keep killing everybody.
That's true. Stop beating up everybody, TESCO.
I might have to let some people win, bro.
Oh man. All right. Well, let's go ahead and get to the next fight.